everybody, Reefgrrl here. Welcome to the Tuesday point and shoot update for November the 27th, 2018. This week we have nitrate issues. Several of my aquapora have now browned out again where they were coloring up so nicely, beginning with these. My bad, they're still on the frag rack. I do have motivation to get them off of here though, because I'm going on vacation in a couple of weeks and I'd really like to wrap this up before I go. So for speaking about parameters, nitrates this week are 25. Last week they were 10, so that's not good. To address that, I'm going to be doing daily water changes of about 10 gallons to try and catch up to that a little bit. I also dose no pox, but at a very low level just to maintain something in the system. Right now I'm dosing 1 milliliter per day. I'm going to up that gradually over the next week to 4 milliliters a day. Alkalinity is staying stable at 8.3. Calcium is trending upwards and is now 492, as is magnesium trending upwards at 1440. So I've reduced the dosages of both of those to put the brakes on that upward trend. I really don't want it getting out of control while I'm away. I'll be gone for 2 weeks, and I will have the tank taken care of while I'm gone by my daughter, who's done it before and is really good at it. But I don't want to give her any trouble or run into any issues while I'm away. So moving over to the clownfish, they have laid more eggs, which have been developing. So yep, you can see the eyes in there of the embryos. And I think they've decided the next best place to lay their eggs is going to be somewhere under the Earth's crust, because they're doing their best to dig their way there. They've turned this whole side of the tank into a big mess. They've broken branches off of the red tree gorgonian and just done quite a number on the sand, pushing it all over the place. And I have not tried pushing it back. I really don't want them to make more of a mess. I'll just let them do whatever it is they have to do. Other than that, things over here look good. This chalice looks like it might be suffering a bit, so I have to keep a close eye on it. Even though it appears to be spreading onto the rock, it's looking a little skeletal, like the tissue is thin. So, I don't know. I'll have to watch and see. The red mushroom still thinks it's a toadstool. I don't know whether it's looking for a new rock to spread onto, but in any case, it's still retaining a really nice color. This chalice is doing well, and down here, I've created the start of my chalice garden. The green Leptocerus, I'm wondering if it also is affected by the high nitrate, because it really has dulled down in color. Everything else seems to be holding its own. I would love to say doing fantastic, but at this point, holding its own is good until I get things balanced and sort out that problem. The sharp-eyed among you will have noticed something different. Yep, I've removed the corky sea finger, and it is now in Mollywood over on the left. It's not in its final place. I have yet to take care of that. I have several corals in here. Nothing here is mounted, and everything is in the tank just to sort of get acclimated. And once I decide exactly where I want them to go, then I'll get the putty out and look after that. But that's going to be soon because I want to get that done before I go on holidays. So Mollywood is looking good. Anyway, back to Amathia's garden. So yes, I removed the corky sea finger and reorganized the rest of the stuff here. I still have other stuff to move. I do want to move Buster over more to the right where those ball sponges and the Lopophilia are. I will probably take Stanley, and put him where Buster is, and I will probably adjust the positions of the stuff over here. That Blastomysa is much too close to the glass, and I have a difficult time cleaning there without touching it, which I really don't like to disturb it. Well, we're over here. Let's look at the junkyard. Yeah, I used to call it the grotto, but I must say, they have everything in there tossed all over the place. The two Aurora gobies, Hebe and Jebao, are doing really well. I see them every day when they come out to eat when I feed flakes, so that's good. See my 3 acans. Back there is the hairy mushroom, and then we have the gold torch, which is really lovely. The white areas on these Montipora have not spread. This one is pretty much toast. So it has now become part of the rock, and I expect the utter chaos will spread over that. Next thing I need to do is take this barnacle out. And yes, Elvis, you're going to be moving. The other barnacle is in the sump right here. And I'll be bringing that up to the upper tank as soon as I get things reorganized in the middle here. I'm going to put it in this spot somewhere so that maybe Elvis might explore and hopefully move in. If he doesn't move in within a couple of days, then I'll just have to remove this barnacle and move it over to Mollywood. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens with him, and hopefully I don't make him jump out of the tank, because that would be awful. My war corals, still haven't mounted them anywhere yet. Here comes Armando. Say hi to the people, Armando. Yeah, he likes to watch what I'm doing. So, no complaints really, other than the high nitrate. And I believe that's probably because I've been overfeeding the tank to make sure that the Aurora gobies are getting enough food. The other thing that's happening is the Yuma. The Yuma opens up fully every day like this. So I'm hoping the confined space isn't affecting it negatively. Over here you can see it is starting to grab some sand, but not much. So I don't know what's going to become of this, whether I'm going to have to shift the sand so that it's touching. Maybe I need more sand in here, drop some down when he's closed up, just pile sand all around him. I don't know. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. So I'm hoping that resolves itself as well, so that when I leave on my vacation, I know that it's well on its way to being attached. Because I really would like to have it somewhere in the tank again. I may move it to Mollywood though. These Montiporas are doing okay. There's that huge area of algae in the middle of the purple one at the back there, and it's just growing weirdly. The season's greetings at the front seems to be doing well. Polyps come out regularly, and it appears to be putting out new growth on the edges, as well as this one. You can see it has kind of a wavy edge now, where before it used to be straight. And the stellata continues to grow all sorts of weird directions. Pallies, some zoanthids, Goniastria is doing well. My blue-eyed blonde zoanthids, they're doing actually pretty good, quite surprisingly. Candy cane, the purple one, kind of shading out the two lower heads there. And this candy cane doing a lot of splitting on top. So this is going to be a rather quick update because, as I said, nothing much has happened other than the reorganization of the front and the issue with the nitrates. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. and I will see you next week.